Bloodborne 2. Probably clicking on this video thinking it's just going to give you information that you've already received, which is true, but I do believe that after this video, you will too believe that Bloodborne 2 exists and will be announced soon, so hear me out here. Now, disclaimer, this is all mainly speculation, but I will be including mostly facts, but keep in mind that this could all just not happen, so don't get your hopes up too high. Now that we got that out of the way, let's begin. Also, I'm sorry for the mic audio, it's pretty bad. I'm not using my normal mic. The original Bloodborne started development in 2012, was later announced in 2014, and released in 2015. Sekiro started development in 2015, was later announced in basically 2018, and released in 2019. Dark Souls 3 started development in 2013, was later announced in 2015, and released in 2016. Probably wondering why am I mentioning this, but we'll go over that a little later. So basically, we get a gist for the amount of time it takes for From Software to develop a game, around 3 to 4 years. Miyazaki himself stated in an interview in 2016 that they're currently working on 3.5 games. The half was Deracine and the one was Sekiro, and the other 2 being unannounced titles. 2 years later, in 2018, another interview took place with Miyazaki as he was asked to elaborate on those 2 unannounced titles, and he said that the 2 titles are very From Software-like games, hinting that it will be similar to the From Software formula of action RPG, and also mentioned that they will have multiplayer. Now, another interview took place that not many people are looking into, that took place in 2018 with Japan Studio. Japan Studio, the co-developers of Bloodborne, said that they will be announcing a title in 2019. Now remember how we mentioned the timelines of From Software development and how it takes around 3 to 4 years to come out with a title. We can assume development for these 2 unannounced titles started around the same time as Sekiro, from 2015 to 2016. It is now 2019, 3 years later, and I believe that the game From Software and Japan Studio are working on is Bloodborne 2, and it will be announced along with the PS5 as a launch title. I know that is a bold statement, but hear me out again. Miyazaki has denied a continuation to the Dark Souls series pretty boldly, but whenever Bloodborne 2 is mentioned, he has never denied it, like completely just denied it. He mentioned while responding to the Deracine Bloodborne Easter egg that he didn't mean to confuse Sony, which is kind of a weird thing to say. The reason I mention this is because Sony would not want any hints or teases to Bloodborne 2 if it was their launch title. They would want it to be announced along with the PS5 for marketing purposes. Sony has confirmed months ago that they weren't going to be participating at E3, but that does not mean they're going to be not having their own event for their titles. I mean, come on, they're not just going to let Xbox win them over. Now, once again, the timelines just kind of make sense. It's been about 3 to 4 years since development started for the 2 unannounced titles, and what makes sense for a reveal after Sekiro's marketing is done, presumably when the PS5 is announced. I personally believe that Bloodborne 2 will indeed be a prequel. Now that you heard me out, feel free to comment down below what you think of my theory and voice your opinion. And thank you for watching.